Alright guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing very well. Very brief tutorial how to set up something like cloth effects and how to bake this so we can render it on the network without any issues. Now I have a very basic scene set up here at the moment. As you can see, I have cloth physics enabled on an object. And what I can do here is I can go to the physics properties and I can come down to cache. Now what you will notice that it's actually saving it internally. So what this does is when you cache it, it'll save it to memory and it generally gets saved along with the Blender file. Now when you're using something like a decentralized network, essentially each frame gets sent to a different GPU. So this can cause issues, so it's always best to bake this. And I'll quickly show you how to set this up. Now, first thing that we need to do is essentially save the scene. So what I'll do here is I'll go to File, I'll go to Save As, and I'll just quickly create a folder, and I'll call this my Blender. Call it my Blender scene. And I'm going to rename the Blender file. So I'll go inside of this folder, and I'm going to rename this my Blender scene. It keeps everything nice and conventional. We now know that this folder belongs to this Blender file, and I'll just quickly hit Save As. So now that we've saved it, we should get the option to disk cache. So essentially saving the cache file to disk, I'll hit OK, and what I'll do now is I'll quickly bake this. And once I've baked this, it should save the files to the folder. So what I can do is, let me just quickly bring this down. There's my Blender folder, let's open it up. And you can see here, the blend cache is now set up. And that's essentially all the files for the cloth. Everything's nice and ready. So the next step, what I'll do is I'll resave this again, and it essentially tells the cache where you've saved it. So what you can do is you can go to external data, automatically pack resources, that'll link everything again, and you can just quickly save the Blender file. And once you're happy with everything, what you can do is you can then right click and we can zip this and we can send it to the network, and it should render perfectly fine. Now if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact. Anyway, thanks for watching.